Hello everyone, my name is Viktoria and today we're gonna check in detail how should your landing page for the online course look like to convert and to make sure that people find all the necessary information on it. The biggest problem with landing pages is normally that you don't put enough information or you don't put it in the form that people can understand it. To avoid the unnecessary questions, to avoid people closing the page 5 seconds after, we're gonna see together today how and what should you put on this page to make sure that the maximum information is there. Before we get closer to it, if you like the lesson, we have additional questions, leave comments, send this lesson to people you think may be interested in that. If you want to download the PDF of this schema, please go to my online platform, kofman.com. There you can download this schema and you can check all other lessons. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. Let's start. First of all, this is just a schema, just like a structure. You can do it in whatever format you want. So it can be text, it can be video, it can be photos, it can be images, it can be in tiles, in columns, in the gallery. So whatever format. Here we talk only about the structure and the content. Secondly, everything which is green with the green background here is the obligatory blocks that you have to place in your landing page. Everything which is just framed in green is something that should be there. Everything which is orange is highly recommended but not obligatory. Everything which is red you put only if you have it, only if it's quite an advanced thing. It's normally connected to upsale or cross sale. So if you don't have an upsale or cross sale product or the downsale, don't do that. So let's go. The first and very important thing is the anchor menu. The anchor menu or the navigation. So this is not a multi-page website. It's a landing page, so it's a one-pager. But you can still place the links, the little anchors and different blocks throughout the page, clicking on which in the navigation will send you to the specific block on the very same page. Not every block have to be anchored, but the blocks like description, payment, rules have to be anchored. Throughout this structure, I will show you which blocks I offer you to anchor. Second block is a catchy title and unique and clear offer. How to make offers and titles. I explained you in the lesson of the first to second model. I gave you the structures and the schemas, how you can do that. Go back there, use it. But what I mean by catchy title and unique and clear offer, you have to define straight away who is it addressed to and why is it unique. For instance, learn to develop websites in 3 weeks with this no-code platform. And it's addressed, for example, for beginners or for the business owners. So you have to straight away define, or like learn to make pictures, even you have never been a professional photographer, never had a camera with your iPhone. For example, learn to make professional Instagram content pictures. So you basically have to narrow here your audience and to make the offer very clear. Then I propose you to put 2 buttons. Yeah. Button in green is the obligatory button. Button in orange only if you think it's necessary. Both buttons have to contain very clear call to action, but the first button straight away have to lead to the payment. It can happen that people are coming to this landing page directly from your Instagram, or they are visiting it second or third time and they already know that they want to buy. Give them this possibility straight away. Press the first button, buy or book or purchase or I'm in, whatever you want, call to action, which is aimed on complete on the conversion. Second one in orange, meaning that you can edit or you cannot edit, up to you, and it's an alternative call to action. Book a call, download a freebie, download a PDF, watch a video, whatever you think can be relevant. Next block, description block number 1. So here in this structure, I propose you to do 3 different descriptions that are going to be describing the same thing in 3 different ways. So the first way is value oriented and you use the schema PFAB, problem, fact, advantage, benefit. So basically, if you know very well your targeted audience and their pains, you take the problem, you straight away propose the fact, like what exactly in your course is solving this problem. Then you explain what is the advantage and what kind of benefit they're getting from that. For instance, you eat not a lot, but you are still putting on weight. Problem, fact. In my course, I explain you how to eat normal products or your regular dishes and lose weight. Advantage, you don't have to change your menu or your average grocery list, and the benefit, you keep on enjoying favorite foods and lose weight. So basically, you have to create bullet points. Each bullet point have to reveal the problem, how something from the course is helping people to solve this problem, what is the advantage of this method, and what is the benefit for the people. Next block is a guarantee of the result. So the result or money back. Don't do it if you can't guarantee it. But if you do that, which is quite fair, make sure that you put the conditions under which the money gonna be refunded. So basically, if somebody is buying your course, never opening it, and then asking you for the refund, this is not something where you can prosper as a business. So you have to put here the conditions. You will have the result, or we will refund you. But you have to follow all the lessons, all the recommendations, deliver all the homeworks in a delay indicated in the lessons. And if in this condition you didn't have the result, then of course we're gonna refund. This is only fair. Description number 2, optional description. How is your technique unique, if it is? So if you know exactly how are you different from the competitors, if you're, for example, given the certification which is state accepted, or if you have some method which is developed by you personally, if you give some follow-ups, if you have chat support or whatever else which is particular and different, describe it here and present it as the very big advantage of this course. Next block is for who this course is and for who it is not. Please avoid stupid and trivial formulations like, don't make this course if you don't want to win money. It's only for successful people. It's only for people who want to change their life. It doesn't sound professional, and people are normally very tired of it. Nobody will ever say, oh, listen, I'm stupid, I don't want to do this course. So if there are prerequisites for the course, state them there. If there are people who may not fit in the course, then you have to propose them the alternative. As it's stated in red, it's not necessary, but if you have, you do that. For instance, you can say this course is people who are advanced photographers. We're going to check advanced setups, advanced lights, treatments. If you are not advanced photographer, you're a beginner, please check my beginner course, or vice versa. This is for the beginners. We will check this and that. We will check the basic rules. If you're already advanced, check my advanced course. Or if you're not sure, please contact me via this WhatsApp number or via this email, and I will tell you if this course is suitable for you or not. Make it valuable, make it selling, make it a selling point. Next block is description number 3, and this is a description that you have to anchor. I propose you to anchor this description. This is basically the technical description of the course, what is actually inside, in the structure. So the curriculum, the lessons, if they're receiving templates, if they, like, you can add the real examples of the work that have to be done. So basically module 1, module 2, module 3, with images if applicable, number of lessons, names of the lessons if you already know them. If, for example, you know that some module contains like 10 lessons, each lesson is like 2 hours long, and you know it's going to be 20 hours of videos in some modules, put it there. So make it structural, very detailed. A lot of people like to read the program of the course very detailed, or at least to see it that is very detailed. It gives the very professional touch up. You can even propose here to download this as a PDF flyer. A lot of people are going to do that. If you propose some bonuses as well, add it, and what is going to be the result of the course, like which skills going to be acquired, the certification, exam, tests, everything which is connected to technical part of your educational course, place it there. And the next one is organizational overview. Also anchor this one. When the access is going to be granted, after payment or at a certain date. If there is a pre-education, what is the duration of the course? What is the format? If it's online or pre-registered, the rhythm of the module releases, if it's going to be released straight away or one by one, or it's going to be released straight away, but you have to complete the previous module to get access to the next one. Homeworks and assignments, live sessions if applicable. If there are recordings of the live session, what kind of support they're going to be getting, if there is a community chat or group, if there are mentors, coaches, or curators, what is the progress tracking, how they're going to be certified, and what is needed for the certification, which other tools and platforms going to be used, if there is a mobile application, or which other tools they can use, if it's compatible with all the devices, if it's available on a laptop, on tablet, and on mobile phone, and what are the terms and conditions and guarantees. Here, the tip: use icons and infographics. Really make it very understandable. This is a super important model. I probably have even, I think, to put it in green, because this is something that absolutely had to be there. Do not hesitate to repeat the button block, 2, 3, 4 times throughout the landing page. Here is a good place right after the description before the feedback, and then place the feedback. Feedback, if you have it, great. Make it as a gallery or as a slider. If you don't have a written feedback that somebody gave it to you, ask them to send it to you as a message. If it's impossible, but you know the feedback, then just write it yourself, but don't lie, make it real. Next one, which I propose to anchor as well, are the tariffs. Here we're gonna make a little tariff trick, which I will reveal more in detail in later lessons of this model, same as what kind of formats and how technically to do them. But here, just to know that we normally propose 3 tariffs: cheaper one, medium one, and like VIP, but we only aim at selling one of them. And we have to place the price the way that people will be naturally led to the one you desire to sell. So you can do it with the names, like for example, basic, recommended, and VIP. You can do it playing with price differences and with content, making it the best money and value ratio. But these also have to be anchored. People have to know the price. Then we make the gallery. Don't hesitate to put gallery several times throughout the landing page. It can be gallery with people's result, with people with diploma, people in action, or you, or what you're going to be proposing. Just do not hesitate to animate and to illustrate your landing page. Next block is about you. I put it in orange because not everybody likes to post about them, but it's highly recommended. Who you are, what are your awards, professional paths, how many students have you taught, how many projects have you led, what are your achievements, certifications, years of experience. Every number which can be relevant, every professional achievement, put it there to prove that you're the person that can teach. Next block, frequently asked questions. Here you have to sum up and repeat questions that you think people may ask. Even if this information was already revealed below or above, please do not hesitate to repeat it. Here, what absolutely have to be covered here? Important questions. Payment methods, partial and fraction payment, split payments, refunds, and what conditions for the refund, guarantees and the result. If somebody have to freeze the access, if somebody cannot follow in the pace you propose, how long is the access, the certification at the end of the course, and other different questions that you anticipate and that you receive. And every time the question is repeated, think of adding this information in the description and adding this as a point in the frequently asked question. Your landing page is a living organism. You have to modify it and adjust it all the time. Next obligatory block is a form of payment. It can be in a format of pop-up or a static window. And there you have to propose all the tariffs with the by default selected the tariff you want people to buy. You can sum up in a very short way what is inside this tariff, and you have to collect the personal information, but as little as you can. If you can just collect an email, it's fine. Then you will ask people to fill in their profile, but the easier it is, the better. Next block is what happens after payment. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely important. This is one of the most important blocks. You have to here describe and also use icons and infographics. What step by step will happen after payment? For example, they're going to be redirected to the page of training. For example, they have to complete the profile. Why they have to complete it? Link to the completion of the profile. How the access will be activated. Where to find their course. That they're going to be having the email with instructions and they have to check their spam and add you in contacts. And if they have questions, who and how they can contact. And all those links have to be active. Phone numbers, WhatsApp numbers, and emails. Everything that you can put there, put it there. Here in red, I put also the down sale. This is a good place, for example, to put down sales like too expensive for now, not ready to commit, still not sure, need some more information. And here you either downsell or you propose an alternative, or you propose people to watch the video with explanation of the course, or you propose, for example, to participate in the course during 1 week for a fraction of a price, or buy only one model and upgrade if they want, or, for example, take a mini course or download a mini book. So if you have it, propose it. One more time at the end of the page, we repeat the buttons, call to action number 1 and alternative call to actions. If you have, you can put here some free resources, blog posts, articles, something of educational that can prove your professionalism. And you can as well propose here the cross sale. For example, if you don't want to buy the wedding photographer course, check our paysage or our nightclub photographer course. So you can here propose an alternative or, for example, downsell or cross sell. And of course, obligatory, you have to put a footer with the legal information, business name, address of the business, email and phone number, as well as links to the legal pages like terms and conditions, privacy policy, refund policy, and cookie policy if needed. And additional information if you want, very often use the links to the social networks and copyright notice and the security payment badges if you're using Stripe, PayPal, Twint, or any other payment method which is secure. So this is the structure of the landing page that is, if written correctly, if your text and offer is really great, will convert with high probability. At least it will leave people without questions and it will give the very full information. If you like the lesson, do not hesitate to tell me about it on my Instagram or in the comments. Share this lesson with people who may need it, with your business partners or with people who are opening their business or trying to sell something. Do not hesitate to ask me more questions if something wasn't clear. And of course, join my full course on how to create and launch your online course.